Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've made any videos. I just uploaded one, but that wasn't one of mine. So I figured I would take a walk since it's nice out here and take my voice recorder and think into it, think out loud. Now, I've mentioned before about how it helps you to gain control over what you feel by being aware of it and why you feel what you feel. And that's not a real easy thing to do, especially when the feelings themselves cloud your ability to think about your feelings. The real struggle, I think, is with being honest with yourself. We naturally don't really want to take the blame for anything we might be doing wrong, but it's pretty important that we know what we're doing wrong, because if we don't know what we're doing wrong, then we're going to continue to do it, and we're going to keep bumping our heads up against the same walls over and over again and never get any better. This is kind of something that I struggle with even now. As you can see from my profile or my channel page, I have delusions of perfection, and it depends on your definition of perfect. I am a complete individual, so in that way, in the way that I'm not missing anything, I am perfect, but anyway, I'm digressing. Emotions tend to come in two basic categories, good and bad, pleasant or unpleasant. And it's the unpleasant ones that require the most introspection, I think, because those are the ones that can be the greatest stumbling blocks, I think, on the road to emotional control. In fact, I would say that the emotions that threaten your control over your thoughts are the ones that are the most dangerous, the most negative. So I wanted to kind of examine these, maybe one by one, and I've already examined them, but I'm going to make some videos here about them. The first one I want to talk about is jealousy. I've seen jealousy break up many relationships, including my own. I think we all have. But, so what is jealousy? Seems to me that it's basically just insecurity. You don't think that you can hold on to what you have because of some deficiency or something. And it's kind of funny how jealousy plays a role in romantic relationships, but not so much always in just friend relationships. When your friends are friends with other people, you don't get jealous. Of course your friends have other friends. So it's kind of interesting how in relationships, in romantic relationships, there's that possessiveness. But anyway, I've examined my own jealousy, and I've realized that it comes from a place of insecurity, like I already said, and basically low self-esteem, low self-confidence. And this is an issue that goes beyond just relationships. This is a personal issue that can play a role in a lot of different behaviors, and it can give rise to a lot of unpleasant emotions, not just jealousy. It can produce pride. It can cause you to become very boastful and annoy people. I know this from experience too. It can cause you to become delusional. And for me, what made me really look at myself and examine my own lack of self-confidence was when I realized that it was causing me to treat people not as well as they really deserve to be treated. Not as well as I should have been treating them. Kind of trying to set myself up above them and make them feel beneath me. And that's not good. In fact, realizing that you do this could feed into a sense of low self-esteem. So it's important that when you are examining your own motivations for things and your own negative qualities, don't let it turn into self-pity. At least not for very long, because self-pity is a waste of time. It's a natural reaction, but you want to get out of it as quickly as you can, because it won't get you anywhere. It'll just put you in a pit of sitting there feeling sorry for yourself and not really making the situation any better. And that's really the goal of all this, to actually become a better person. And a better person is not someone who thinks that they are a bad person. When examining things like this, you have to start from a foundation of understanding that there is nothing wrong with who you are. There can be things wrong with what you do, but who and what you are is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to change it. You just have to become aware of it. And then accept it. And then if you want to change something, you have all the tools necessary. You know what needs to be changed and how. If you get jealous and you realize it's because you have no self-confidence, then the problem is just your attitude. And you just have to change your attitude. Everybody does things at some point in their life that hurt someone else, but this is not a sign that there's something wrong with you, or that you're not a good person. If you feel bad because of things that you've done to hurt others, that's evidence that you're a good person. And if you simply alter your behavior, then you can stop hurting other people. Pretty simple, really. It's just not simple getting to that point, because it's too easy to feel sorry for yourself and to get stuck in that place, that unproductive place. Though we all have the capacity to hurt others, we also have the capacity to change the things about ourselves that we don't like. And so to bring this back to jealousy, if you find yourself getting jealous and you don't like it, who likes being jealous, really? The problem isn't necessarily the thing that you're jealous about. There are deeper issues. And the solution is to look within yourself and figure out what is actually causing you to feel that way and solve the problem from there. You might be jealous for good reasons, but reacting simply to the emotion is usually only going to make things worse. You might think that your relationship is about to end, and then acting accordingly is the only reason it does end. And that's not good. So once you know why you're jealous, it no longer has control over your actions and decisions. You can actually think clearly and decide what's the best course of action to take. It could be that your relationship is just supposed to end, and that's fine. You don't need any particular person, although it might feel like it. You might want them really, really badly. But fear of the relationship ending shouldn't rule your life. That's another emotion which I will talk about, I suppose, in another video. So I'll see you all later.